But I had one comment though, about the Star Trek and about Nichelle Nichols, but you realize that only the gold shirts are left now.
Yep.
Yeah.
When you think about it, only the gold shirts.
Mm.
Yep. And Brock was just saying, Shatner's coming back to Dragon Con this year, and
Yeah.
while he's not had a did you say you've got his autograph, or
I've got his autograph. I've never had a photo op with
Yeah.
him. Yeah.
I've gotten his autograph before too. He's pretty cool dude.
Yeah, people have various opinions on their interactions with him.
Mhm.
I've had good interactions, so I've just never had the photo op. So I don't know if I'm going to have that or not. So yeah, Dragon Con. We'll go ahead and
Sure.
lead into that. Dragon Con's coming up in less than a month, and we were going, just staying on Star Trek Captains.
Mhm.
We were going to have a photo op with Anson Mount. Anson is coming, Captain Christopher Pike from Strange New Worlds. And as we talked about last year, after we met a couple of celebrities who had the plexiglass in their photo op, at least now we're not having to fork out a lot of money to have our photo made with Anson as much as we want to. But they did list on his photo section that he will have plexiglass, which is an automatic no from us. I understand people wanting to be cautious. He's going to be around a lot of people that weekend. I totally get it. I have no qualms with that whatsoever, but it saved us $90.
Yeah. I just, and I agree with Brock. You do what you feel like you need to do, and that's fine as far as safety and protocol. But the thing about paying for that photo op is to be close to that celebrity and to make a good photo op with that celebrity. So I'm glad that they did put that in there so we would know, and it's just our choice. So hopefully we will go to the table.
We'll get his autograph.
We're going to get his autograph. Maybe he'll do the selfie thing. Anthony Rapp did. Now of course, Dragon Con did put out that masks will be required indoor. So we might have a mask on, but if we can still get a photo with Anson, a selfie, that would be great. And apparently I need to go back and check out Hell on Wheels because everybody's talking about him being in the show.
Is he on that show?
Yeah.
I remember seeing when I watched The Walking Dead heavily. I remember seeing the previews for that show, but never watched it. It looked cool, but never watched it.
And whenever I have talked, there's been a lot of talk with everybody, Anson Mount coming. They were like, Hell on Wheels. I'm like, yeah, I totally missed that. That missed my radar. So I hear good things about it. So maybe at some point I can check that out because they say he's fantastic in that.
Yeah. So we'll meet him. We're just not going to do the pro photo op.
I would do the plexiglass if he would do the battle damage Pike behind the glass, kind of. That would be worth it.
I saw a picture. Somebody who looked a lot like Nimoy was dressed as Spock and was doing the plexiglass with Shatner, but he was down and had his hand on the plexiglass. Of course, Shatner probably didn't even know he was there. Because Shatner, I've seen him during the photo ops, even though I've never had one. He looks straight ahead with a smile for practically the entire session. He doesn't acknowledge anybody a whole lot. So I don't know. I thought that was a good one. It would have been better if he would have turned around and actually interacted with the guy. But because he was wearing the monster maroon.
Oh, no.
And he had the ear. He was cosplaying a Spock, and it looked great.
That's probably the most accurate one I've ever seen. I mean, he was phenomenal.
That's taking advantage of that's making a photo op in that situation a good one. And, not to veer too far off course, but in talking about photo ops done right, what Bo shared, you go to Hulk Hogan's Facebook page and you see the photo op from this weekend. Dude.
That guy got to live a dream I would love. I'm jealous. I'd probably not have the opportunity to meet Hogan, but that would be the way I would do it.
Yes.
Yeah.
That's doing a photo op right.
Can you describe that potentially for those of us who haven't seen it?
Exactly.
Yeah. For those not watching, a gentleman was dressed like the Mega Powers red and yellow Macho Man Randy Savage, and he goes up to Hogan and does the infamous 1980 5, I think. WrestleMania, it was leading up to WrestleMania 5, but the handshake with the just put it there, the iconic handshake between Hogan and 88. Okay, Macho Man Randy Savage and Hulk Hogan. It's like you've seen people gif it all the time when they talk about handshakes, but it's
making the memes out of it and stuff.
And the great thing about it, Hogan embraced it, and he even went with him to it. I mean, it was beautiful. They said look up Hulk Hogan's Facebook or Twitter or something like that. He's got it posted. It is so wonderful.
Yeah. I like that Hogan he got it right in there with the guy too. So,
and didn't the Macho Man guy, didn't he say, and keep the lust out of your eyes?
Yes, keep the lust out of your eyes.
He goes, I ain't got lust, I got nothing but rust now.
I got nothing but rust now. I ain't got lust.
Hogan's got so much better in his older age.
Yeah, when the guy was walking away, because he even asked, he said, "So where's Liz?"
Yeah.
He said something about having some champagne and
yes. Man,
you better not have lust in your eyes. Yeah. I mean, and Hogan, he had the best reaction toward that. So that was perfect. I enjoyed that video.
Yeah,
I just watched it. That's awesome.
Yeah. Isn't that
awesome? That's awesome.
That convention was an interesting convention. It was like the Superfan show and Superfan convention and car show. Hogan was there. Aykroyd was there with Belushi, and they were dressed in Blues Brothers garb. I was like, that's freaking awesome, man.
I think they had a Blues Brothers show the night before.
Yeah.
Something. Yeah.
Yeah. And Kat Hansen was at that one. She got to meet Ewan McGregor was at that one.
Oh, she got to meet him again?
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
So
really?
Good for her. Good for her.
Yeah, I think so. Yeah. Because I saw a photo of them together and it had that logo on the back. Yeah, it was on her Instagram.
I didn't pay attention to the logo. I saw I thought she was reposting something from Celebrations.
And she got a Moulin Rouge thing autographed this time too. So.
Nice.
Yeah.
Very nice.
Yep.
Well, that's good. I'm glad she got to see him again, and there she's in love with him.
Granted,
aren't we all?
It's Ewan. Hello there.
Yeah, if you're not, you're in denial. So,
and I don't buy a lot of Star Wars hot toys, those 6-scale figures, but because of the Obi-Wan Kenobi series, I pre-ordered the one of him in his gray with the rocks that are lifted up behind him.
The high ground, yes.
Yeah. So I got that one, and I did wind up getting the pre-ordering the Darth Vader as well with a half helmet.
Oh, yeah.
I had heard that and granted, I haven't confirmed this, but I had heard that in Scotland they're like renaming their tallest mountain in Scotland after like Kenobi. After him or something. I'm like, he will forever have the high ground, like literally the highest of high ground there.
That's awesome. Kevin, we before we came on here tonight, we did watch the trailer finally for Andor, the newest trailer. Wow.
Early reviews are looking like some folks have been able to see it and they're blown away. They say it's amazing.
It looks good.
Yeah.
This is probably one of the best Star Wars series previews I've seen.
I am so stoked. You can't have, man, you have no idea. Oh man. The first trailer that we got, of course, the big disappointment with the trailer was, you're like, heck yeah, this is awesome. Wait, September. When did that change? And it's like, all right, well, I mean, this, it's good that we have, we're getting these series, but when you have, Disney that owns all this stuff, they don't want their franchises competing with each other. So we have, Hulk coming out, She-Hulk coming out. So they don't want that to, be trumped by this. And apparently, if I had to guess, they did test audiences on Andor and knew that it was going to blow things away. Most likely. So they were like, all right, we're going to push it back and make sure it doesn't pull audiences away from this other one.
Right.
Yeah. And they're going to debut the first 3 episodes right from the get-go. That's really cool.
Yeah.
Well, they know what they got. They got the good test audiences, unlike Batgirl.
Oh my goodness. Well, I mean, the good thing with Andor is it's going to be a bit different because everything else that they've done so far with TV has used the volume. So they, Andor didn't use the volume at all. No, they had no use whatsoever. So everything is traditional sets, just like the old days. So it's going to have that feel to it because the thing is the volume is really good. But if you have watched enough shows where they've used the volume, it's getting to the point where you can kind of tell.
Yeah,
a little bit. It's not like super obvious, but you're like, this kind of feels like it's the volume, just the way the background looks. And I know they're probably working on improving that, of course, just that's how technology is. But Andor's going to be, everything is 100% sets on location, everything.
I want to say I saw somewhere, is K2SO not in this?
It is not. This is too early for him. Oof. Yeah. So if there turns out to be another, well, I don't think it's going to be a bad thing, honestly. If it turns out to be another season, which this one's not being billed as a mini series or like a limited run, so there's a good chance we could get another season of this. I would think K2SO would be in the next one, because K2SO just kind of came in as his from what I understand, he came in as his counterpart, like shortly before Rogue One.
Okay.
So he wasn't around for very long. Yeah.
Okay.
All right. Well, cool. Well, we've gone around the world from Dragon Con.
Yes.
We usually do.
That's what we do.
Yeah.
But
anything else cool about Dragon Con that you guys want to talk about?
We got the
not really. There's no vaccination or negative test requirement this go around. You've got to wear a mask. They are capping it. They said it would be higher than last year, but still lower than 2019. 2019 was about 86,000 people. Last year was closer to 25. So I wouldn't be surprised to see 50 or 60,000.
60 sounds like a good number.
Still too high for me, but it's not my call. But our regular Ghostbuster stuff, our PKE Surge, we'll be doing. We'll have the parade. We'll have our lunch on Sunday afternoon.
We've got we
got the party to get together on Friday night, the Roaring 20s.
Wasn't there something weird they did with the parade last year? I forget.
There were nobody was allowed to be there, public. So we marched.
So is it going back to normal this year?
Yep. Public will be allowed back.
That'd be good.
Yeah, it'll be good to have crowds again.
Yeah.
The
only crowds were around the hotel area and things like that. But the entire parade route, most of the parade route was shut off from the public.
That was weird.
It was strange. Yeah.
But you had to be a Dragon Con attendee. They didn't allow the public in last year.
Right. Yeah, that was you
had to have your badge. But this year it'll be free for all. So outside of that, well, we still don't have our Roaring 20s Ghostbusters costumes.
We'll see.
I'm beginning to wonder if we're going to get them.
I don't know. That's a good question. We'll see. Because
I really don't have a good idea. At least a quick and easy and cheap idea.
I think I found something, so I meant to tell you about. So we'll talk about that at some point.
Okay. All right. Well, we need to, because clock's ticking.
Yeah, it'll be here before we know it.
Yep. So outside of that, just looking forward to seeing everybody. Looking forward to go into one or two panels. I'm not a panels guy at cons, never have been, but always try to make one or two that friends are involved with.
Yeah.
For that. So outside of that, I'm looking forward to sitting on my keister in the Hyatt at Home Turf and just waiting for people to come by that we know. We all have a special little meeting place called Home Turf.
Just a reminder, you guys had mentioned that we're collectively getting old enough to where you need something to sit on that floor. Remember, you guys are concentrating on your 20s regala. Get you some bleacher seats or something so that you guys get something you can sit on the floor.
You need to get a couple little stools, padded stools. So
you can get those that like attach to you, so when you go to sit down, you can just plop them out.
That's really honestly just to save us for if we start falling backwards.
Yeah.
Boop, saved.
Yeah. I know we've got a couple of people coming back this year, some of our friends that had missed last year. So it's going to be good to see people that hadn't seen in a couple of years. So looking forward to that.
We got some people coming back that haven't been in years.
Yes.
Mr. Kevin Brooks.
Yes. Our what is it? What is the movie we discussed? Your favorite movie?
Peanut Butter Solution.
Our Peanut Butter Solution enthusiast.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We know you're listening, Kevin. So looking forward to seeing you in a couple of weeks.
Yeah, man. Haven't seen him in years.
It'll be a real celebration when you can get this other Kevin to go back to Dragon
yes.
Con.
Exactly. Yeah, really.
It hasn't
Yeah.
been the Dragon Con in like 15 years.
We got one. We got one Kevin on the way this
One to
year.
go,
Another
one
one.
to go.
One more to go. Yeah.
Countdown to Kevin's.
Like to thank Brian Bates for he's the one that pushed Kevin towards going to Dragon Con this year. So thank you, Brian.
Yeah.
Or Byron.
Byron.
Spelled with a Y. People call him Byron. No, it's Brian. So that's it for Dragon Con for me. I'm looking forward to seeing friends.
Yeah.
That's what I'm looking forward to.